is up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the AK Show with your boy AK the Ref. How is everybody doing on this Friday? You know what it is. It's Friday. We've here. You've officially made it to the weekend. You here, baby. Friday. Friday. One more game to go. We here. Super Bowl week. Oh man, I'm excited. I am so excited. But before we get into this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. We're at about close to about 2,500. About that next goal, and then after 25, we'll get to 3,000 subscribers. Right now, I think we're about at subscribers on the AK Show, AK the Ref. You can find me on YouTube. Look up the previous episodes. Go back, watch it. I really do appreciate it. We're just here trying to grow and trying to build. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Man, it feels good to be back here. It really does. It really does, man. I wasn't here last week. I had to take a week off. My voice was like strained from being at the AFC Championship game because I feel like that's the loudest I've ever like trying to scream and get loud when the Chiefs were on defense. Like I haven't like done that much screaming in a long time at a football game. I mean, I scream much, I get loud, but I feel like I was getting extra loud because Mahomes did say during that week leading up to the game, he's like, I need all of Chiefs Kingdom to get really loud. So that's a challenge to all of you to be louder than you normally are. So after that game, like the next day, my voice was like, it was hurting. It was hurting all that week. So I was like, I'm just going to not record, not drop an episode that week. Plus, I went to Indianapolis for the Rumble. I did extra work that weekend, Friday and Saturday. So then I was just like, I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to let my voice just heal up. And now we back to normal. I'm going to have it ready to go. I got it ready to go today. It's back to normal. Haven't been able to rest it that weekend, not do a lot of talking. It really helped because PE teacher, you're talking every day. So I didn't really get a chance to rest my voice and then go into basketball practice and coaching. So when I got on the road Thursday to drive to Indianapolis, I was just sitting there listening to my music and not like singing along to it. I was just bobbing my head and just chilling. And then didn't really do a whole lot of speaking while I was there doing extra work. But just talking with the other extras. But on the drive back, like 7 hours, did no talking really. Just listen to my music and just get home. So I got a chance to rest my voice. That's why there was no episode last week. But we back here, ready to go. My voice is good. I got it today. I'm gonna have it Sunday. Yep. I'm really fucking excited for this game. It's Red Friday, baby. We trying to get another one of these, baby. I'm hoping to get another one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I want to get another one of these. That 3P, baby. I'm excited. Oh my god. I have to control my energy level. I didn't start, like, I know the Super Bowl week started Monday, but I didn't really feel it till yesterday. It's just busy. Had a game on Monday, and then just get through the work week. We had no students today, but yesterday I started, like, feeling the anticipation and the excitement, and just be like, "Ugh." Like, I haven't even watched, I mean, I didn't really watch opening night, because I had a game. We had a game Monday, and then I haven't really been watching, like, the sports talk stations. I've been only listening to the local radio, 96.5, The Fan, local Chiefs radio. Or I mean, local sports talk radio, talk about the Chiefs. So that's all I've been really listening to. I haven't been paying attention to the national media, really. I mean, I watched part of the NFL honors yesterday. I'll get into a little bit about that, about the MVP. And there's some other stuff I heard today about the MVP voting. But we'll get into all of that. And but today, on tap for today's episode, I want to get into the AFC Championship game. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't record last week because I had to go back and rewatch the whole game. I rewatched it this week, the whole AFC Championship game, the Chiefs and the Bills. Because by the time I got done with my job, I didn't get to my seat until like maybe 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And then we were watching the game, and I mean, I remember the important parts that happened, but it was exciting. It was fucking fun. And then I went on the field afterward because I had my badge. I went down on the field, got some pictures with some players, a few players. If you what you call this is somewhat of a selfie with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. It's cool. Got some other pictures. It was cool. Got some confetti. It was awesome. That was a dope experience just to go on the field and see that celebration. Oh man. Oh, that was fun. But that was a great time. I'm never that was a memory I ain't never gonna forget. I mean, my wife probably could have came on the field with me, but she didn't want to, or my mom. They probably both could have came with me, but just just to experience that, be on the field, and I got on there before they even shot the confetti, so I was on there while they were speaking and the confetti's going up. I'm like, this is great. This is fucking great. I fucking loved it. It was great. But yeah, so I rewatched the game this week, and basically we're gonna go over quarter by quarter, all four quarters. This is the important stuff that happened. Talk about the controversial calls, and then after that, I want to get into the Royal Rumble. Now, like I said, I was there doing work, right? So, from my perspective, I haven't really got a chance to sit down and watch the Royal Rumble from start to finish, just like sitting on the couch watching on TV, because I was kind of there in a different capacity. And so, I mean, I saw some stuff on a monitor. I'll leave it. I saw some stuff on one of the monitors, one of the TVs in the back. Just put it that way. And then I was able to check out the last half of the Royal Rumble inside the venue. Just found a spot to watch it. And the Royal Rumble, I'd say if that's like one thing as a wrestling fan you should want to go to. Aside from like WrestleMania, I think Royal Rumble, just to hear the countdown and the excitement of the crowd and who's going to come out next, regardless if it's the men's Royal Rumble or the women's Royal Rumble. I was like, that was my first Rumble, and it was great. Like I got to watch, like I said, I got to watch the last half of the men's portion of the Rumble just from the spot I was looking at. We were all looking at really. It was like, oh, this is great. This was a spectacle to be inside the Lucas Oil Field Stadium and see that spectacle. And then that brings me to just quick mention. Yeah, the Chiefs need a new stadium. Like they need it like yesterday. They need an indoor stadium. I don't care what side of the state line it's on. I don't care what county it's in. As long as it's in the Kansas City metro area, that's all I care about. But they definitely need a new stadium indoor. Because I went to WrestleMania when it was in Dallas. I went to night one. Was that Jerry World? Is that what we call it? AT&T Stadium, Jerry World. So I was there on night one. I sat all the way at the top because it's $25 tickets. Like for WrestleMania, fuck yeah. That was my second time going to WrestleMania. I went to WrestleMania 22. It was at the Allstate Arena, and that was the last WrestleMania to be in a normal size venue. And then after that, they just started doing stadiums for WrestleMania. So that was my first WrestleMania since then. And I was just looking at that stadium. I was like, this stadium's fucking humongous. I was like, it was like AT&T Stadium is fucking big. And then this past weekend in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium, like you go inside the stadium, like this fucking. It doesn't look this big on TV, but you're a person. It's fucking big. And then you're seeing like the backstage, like the back area, and I'm like, this is fucking nice. Like I didn't see what it was like backstage at at WrestleMania. I just went as a fan. I didn't do no extra work that time. But just being in that area, just walking and be like, this is fucking nice. Yeah, Chiefs need a new stadium. Like after going to Lucas Oil Field and seeing their stadium, you know, up close and personal from basically the floor level, the field level, and just looking up and like, this is fucking nice. And then being in the back area and just like kind of just looking around, be like, yeah, we're due. We're due for a new stadium. Look, I don't care where it is as long as it's in the Kansas City metro area. It could be on the Missouri side, it could be on the Kansas side, it could be in Wyandotte County, it could be Johnson County. I really don't care. I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna get my season tickets forever and ever. It's like one of those things I just want to have and just pass them down to my children, and then they pass them down to their children. Just keep it in the family, something like that. I mean, yeah, that's what I want. So, yeah. So we'll get into the Rumble of just what I went back and watched a little bit of it. I got some notes. I just want to talk about it in general. My thoughts on it in general. I'm not going to go into too much detail, and then wrap it up with little Super Bowl talk. We gotta get the Super Bowl talk in. Give my keys to victory for the Chiefs. I ain't gonna do the Eagles. I don't really know much about them. Listen, I'm gonna give my keys to victories for the Chiefs, and then my final prediction, and then we gonna get up out of here. Let's go. Oh man, let's get it. Let's get into it. Oh, the AFC Championship game. It was a game. It was a good game. It was a good game. It could have got out of hand fast early on, but it didn't. It didn't. I didn't expect it would be. I expected it to be a close game. I expected it to be like one of those one possession games, right? So, like I said, I had to go back and rewatch the game, and we're just gonna go a little quarter by quarter. So, to start the first, the Bills got the ball, and I'm watching it. I went after I got back. I rewatched it this week. Josh Allen got the ball. He almost threw 2 interceptions on that first drive. He looked kind of flustered. Looked like he needed to settle down. I was like, he almost threw 2 interceptions. He fumbled a snap in the first quarter, got it back. So there was like almost 3 turnovers you almost had. I mean, giving the Chiefs an extra possession, that's something you can't do if you're trying to beat them. But they didn't do anything on their first drive. They punted, and then Chiefs go down on their first drive and just take it down the field. And I thought that drive was beautiful. That was like a beautiful drive. They just went down the field and did whatever they want. On that drive, and it was just like in the end zone. I don't remember how many plays, but they just went down the field. They just marched down the field, and it helped with a good kick return too. Remigio, fabulous fucking punt returner and kick returner, putting them in great field position. I'm telling you, it takes when you get to these moments in like the playoffs and big games, it takes all 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. So he gets them in good field position, and they just drive down the field, and it's like boom, 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 touchdown. Then the Chiefs get the ball back eventually again in the first quarter, and they're driving. They're driving down the field. I think at this point, I'm not sure if it's. Yeah, I think it's still 7-0. They're getting down the field and they're about to score, and then we have a muff handoff. Almost had a turnover before that where Mahomes was dropped down in the pocket and went to go step up, and like the D line pushed the offensive line into a ball, fling back. We were able to get it back, and then a few plays later, we fumbled on the snap exchange with I believe it was Pacheco and Mahomes on the snap exchange on the handoff exchange. Where I don't know if he thought Mahomes was going to keep it or not, but the Bills got that. They went down and scored. They only got a field goal out of that. So first quarter, 7-3. I mean, it's about how to me, in a game, it's about how you start and about how you finish. And in the in-between is just the in-between, just to stay close, stay right where you want it. And then when you get to the fourth quarter, it's like, bam, now it's time to finish. So 7-3 to end the first quarter. I thought the Chiefs dominated that quarter. Aside from the turnover, they dominated. The Buffalo Bills, they got the 3 off of the turnover, but that's it. I mean, if you give a turnover and only give up the 3 points, I'm happy with that. I mean, it might be a different game if they get a touchdown after that turnover. You never know how the game goes after that. But the Bills got the ball in a second. I'm looking at my notes right now because I had to take some notes because I got to be prepared for you. I got to be prepared. So, the Bills have the ball in the second quarter. Allen fumbles again. And that's this time he's able just to grab it with one hand. I think it was a sack. He went down, grabbed it back. I was like, that's another fucking turnover. Just imagine if one of those close interceptions on the first drive were intercepted, Chiefs go down and score. Let's say Buffalo does nothing and Chiefs get the ball back and they don't fumble and score again, you're looking like 14-0 at that point. Even let's say they get a field goal, it's 14-3 at the end of the first quarter. But he gets the fumble back. It's 13. Chiefs, I think the Chiefs D, the Bills score. At this point, it's 10-7. What is that? 4th and 1. Chiefs went for a first down. Chiefs went for first down on one of those. I was like, oh, yeah, I like this. I mean, Andy Reid's not the type of person to go for 4th down usually, but I think in this type of game, you got to be a little aggressive if it makes sense in opportunity. We got the first down. Worthy gets a touchdown. We go 14-10. Bills go 3 and out, 4 minutes left, and then That's when Nico Remigio gets a big 44-yard punt return. I made sure to mark that down. He gets a big punt return. So there's about 4 minutes left, right? He gets a big punt return, sets him in great field position. And that's when Mahomes gets his first. And then we have the big catch by Worthy. So we're going on that drive. Here's maybe another controversial call. So we get the big punt return. We're driving down the field. Mahomes is looking. He's about to get sacked. He sees Worthy. He throws it up. And I was just like, oh boy. And then all of a sudden they call a catch and Worthy comes out of the pile with the ball. And so they called it a catch. Now they reviewed it. They kept it. The call stand. So at first when they went up, the defender had the ball a little bit more, but as they were coming down, Worthy started having the ball more. And then Worthy falls. The ball hits the ground. Now, here's where I don't think people understand. The ball can hit the ground as long as you have control of it and it doesn't move. So say my phone is the ball. Say I have the ball like this with one hand. Listen, I'm just throwing this out as an example. And the ball hits the ground. If that ball doesn't move, I have control of it. But if it goes like this, if I hit the ground, the ball goes like, my hand goes like that, all the ball moves up, then I've lost it. I don't have control. But if I have the ball and it hits and that ball doesn't move, it's still a catch. I get that it hit the ground, but if you already have it and you're coming down and it hits the ground and that ball doesn't move, it's still a catch. I don't think people understand that part of the rule. Like, yes, if the ball hits the ground, the ball moves, it's incomplete. But if you have possession and you have it and that ball hits the ground, like the tip of it, like I'm not talking about like the whole flat part, but I'm just talking about, say I got two hands wrapped around this and it comes down and it hits and that ball doesn't move, it's a catch. The ball can still hit the ground if you have control of it and it doesn't move, it's a catch. I don't think people understand that. That's in the rule. Go look it up. The ball can still touch the ground. Like the tip of the ball can still touch the ground. But if you have control of it and it doesn't move, it's a catch. So, I mean, we can sit here and say all day, but what is it? Tie goes to the runner. In this situation, tie goes to the offense. It was a hell of a play, hell of a catch. Yes, the ball hit the ground, but it didn't move. That's the thing. It didn't move. Now, if the ball would have moved, then you could call it incomplete. But the ball hit, like he comes down, it hits. The end tip of the ball hits the ground, but it didn't move. And so that's a legit rule. You can go look it up. If the ball hits the ground, can it still be a completed catch? Yes, as long as it doesn't move. He has control of it. And he did. So that's why he got a big catch. And then I think a couple plays later, Mahomes scores one of his two rushing touchdowns. And they go up 21-10. And then right after that, the Bills just go down. They just drove down the field. He got a good pass out over the top of McDuffie, scored a touchdown. At this point, after they scored the touchdown, it's 21-16. The Bills, for some odd reason, want to go for two. Didn't understand that. At this point, you're chasing. Like, I get it. You go for two. You get it. You're only down 3 going into halftime, right? So they go for the 2-point conversion. They get stopped. 21-16. All right? You could just cook the extra point and just been 21-17. But you wanted to get 3 points. You wanted to get within 3 points, so you're chasing points. So we go into halftime. We're up 21-16 at half. So I'm like at that point, I'm feeling good. I know the Chiefs are feeling good. We come out in the third quarter. We're driving the ball, and then we get held up. Mahomes gets sacked. That puts him out of field goal range. I feel like the Bills this quarter had the dominating quarter. You know, they went for some fourth downs. On 4th and 1, they went for it. Cook got a TD. At this point again, they went for 2 points. Just kick the extra point, my guy. It would have been 21-23. Because they scored a touchdown. 22-21. They're going for 2 to try to go up 24 so they can be up by 3. So they're doing this thing to where first they wanted just to be down by 3, and now they're going for 2 to try to be up by 3. Instead of just kicking an extra point and being up by 2. Right? Because I get what you're thinking, but there's no need to chase points. I mean, here's the thing. They wouldn't have to go for 2 again if they would have just kicked the extra point before they scored before halftime. And at that point, it would have been 21-17, and then they come down, score again in the third quarter. It would have been 21-24 at that point. So you screwed up the first time. You should have just kicked the extra point the first time. The second time, kick the extra point. Just kick the extra point. Just go up 21-22. 23. All right, I get it, but they got stopped again, so that's 2 failed 2-point conversions in the third quarter. And I feel like the Bills dominated most of the third quarter with the ball. So then we get to the fourth quarter because nothing happened after that in the third quarter. Bills go 4th and 1. They get it. Josh Allen fumbles again. Able to get it back. I'm telling you, this game could have got out of hand very quickly, and it didn't. It didn't. You get your fumbles back. I mean, that's probably part of that luck aspect of the game is like being able to get those potential fumbles. You're able to get it back. So you fumbled again, and then so where are we at? We're at 21-22. Here we come. 13 minutes left in the game. I think it was like 13 and some change. I know it was like under 13:30 left in the game. Bills are driving. They get it. They thought that he had. They thought Knox. It was Dawson Knox. Knox, the tight end, had the first down, but he came up short. So they went up. They tried to QB sneak, and I think they hurried up and went for it. 4th and inches. 13-ish minutes left. They get held up. From my view, because they're going towards me. From my view, they're coming towards me. I mean, to me, it's one of those calls. Like, it just depends on the vantage point of which ref is looking, is able to see it. They didn't get it. It was called short. This is the call that everybody's saying cost the Bills the game. Right? 13 something left in the fourth quarter. At this point, it's 21-22, and they're leading by a point. Right? So everybody's up in arms about this call, said that he got the line to gain. But when you show one official on the front side of Josh Allen facing, running this way, saying he's got the line to gain, but you have the other official that's this way running towards. You have one official running. So if the camera's facing, you watching the game, the camera's facing this way. You got one official running towards the camera, giving him the spot, giving him the first down. You have the official coming into the camera view saying he's short. And I think they gave it to him because he was able, because the other official had the back turn, had Josh Allen's back, so he couldn't see where the football is. The other official couldn't really see where the football is either, because if you watch the camera, I want to say it's Chris Jones. It's one of the big defensive linemen, or somebody, one of the defensive linemen is just standing right there, so the camera can't really see where the ball is. And then they try showing the sky cam over the top, and it's like, you really can't tell because you can't see where the ball is because he's got the ball all covered up like this because he doesn't want to fumble. So, he got that initial push, he got stopped, and then he got another push, and it looks like it, but people are like, he got the first down, his body's over. It's not where your body is. Did the ball reach the line to gain? Not his helmet, not his shoulder pad. It's the ball. It's nothing else. Did the ball reach the line to gain? If the ball didn't reach the line to gain, it's not a first down. And they called it short. They looked at the replay. They really couldn't get a definitive answer, even with the camera angles, because you have players there and he's covering the ball out like this. It's not like he's sticking it out like this, because there was one other fourth down where he stuck it out like this to get the first down. Like, yeah, you can see that. Or when somebody's trying to get a touchdown, you can see that, they're sticking it out, boom, across the line of the game. This, he's got it like this, and he's kind of sideways. The camera can't really get a look of where the line is. And you got people on the internet trying, like, the line's right here and the ball's right there. You're going to bet your life that the ball is right there. When all you see is his back of his shoulder pad, you don't know where the ball is. And then when he even showed the other area, he was like, is the ball on the line? Like, I can't really tell where the ball is because he's got it covered up tight against his body. So you got to stick with the call that was on the field. I'm pretty sure if they would have called it a first down and reviewed it, they would have kept it. To me, that was like a hard call to judge. It was a hard call. Like, it is what it is, but that's not why they lost the game. But that's what people want to say, and we'll get to that in a second when we go through the rest of the fourth quarter. But that was 13 minutes left. 13 minutes left. And the Chiefs get the ball. They go down. They score a touchdown. That's when Mahomes gets a second rush touchdown. And off of RPO, like a read option, like a legit something Lamar Jackson would do. And they don't run that a lot, which it's nice that they ran that. I just wish they would let him run some QB sneaks. But that's another conversation for another day. But they get the ball. They go down. Mahomes scores a second rush touchdown. has a bad spike. It's probably his only bad pass of the game. He went to spike the ball. The ball just went that away. He's like, He's like, this is why I don't spike the ball. But at that point, they decided to go for the 2-point conversion. And at this point, I was like, I'm here for it because you scored the touchdown that puts you up 27-22, and you want to go up by a full touchdown and an extra point. You want to go up by 7. You don't want to be up by 5. You want to go up by 7. So I really didn't have a problem with them going for 2 at this point in the game. At this point in the game is okay. So if say the score was 21-16 and Buffalo scored and they make it 22-21 in the fourth quarter. Okay, let's go for 2. At that point, I think, yeah, you go for 2 at that point to get a 3-point game. Going for 2 in the third quarter and in the first half, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think you kick the extra point, you keep playing the game, let it play out. At this point, if that was that 21-16, let's say they just missed the extra point and it made it 16, right? And they scored a touchdown. I was like, let's go 2. Let's go for 2. At that point, I'm okay within the fourth quarter because you had a different point in the ball game. Now it's the nitty gritty. Let's go up 2. Even if you don't go up 2, you're still up by 5. They still need a touchdown, either regardless. At that point, because you're up 5, even without going up 2, even if you kick the extra point, you're up 6. They still need a touchdown, right? At that point, it's like field goal is not going to do them any good. So I had no problem with the Chiefs going for 2. It's the fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. If you don't get it, you're still up 5. I mean, up 6. Sorry, you're up 6. Right? No, what the fuck? I can't count. No, you're up 5. If you kick the extra point, you're up 6. So it's like, let's just go for 2. We'll still be up by a score. And they would need a touchdown. So they went for 2, they got it. They go up 29-22. So they're up by touchdown extra point. They're up by 7 at this point with 10 minutes left. At this point, the Bills tie the game. They get a touchdown. They just go down the field. They score. I think that's where Cook had that reach out second effort touchdown. They kick the extra point. The Chiefs get the ball back. At the time the Bills scored, there's about 6 minutes left. The Chiefs go down. They score a field goal. They took a little bit of time, probably about 2 minutes and some change off the clock. They're only able to get a field goal. So now they go up. Where do they go up? So at that point, it was 29-29. They go up 32-29. 3:33 left in the game, right? They're up 3, right? They're up 3. 3:33 left in the game. Bills only need a field goal to tie. Need a touchdown to take the lead. They got all their timeouts. They get the ball. Right? I don't know. I don't think they returned it. I think they just. I believe it was a touchback. I don't believe it was a return. So it's 32-29. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. 3 timeouts. Field goal to tie. Touchdown. Extra point. Take the lead. They get the ball. I wrote this down. I'm gonna go play by play. First play, they get a loss. So now they're back. Now they get a loss. The first play. Second play, they get the first down. I believe that was a Josh Allen run. He was scrambled run, and he got out. He got free. He got the first down. Third play, actually, just the overthrow. I think he was going for somebody, and he overthrew it on purpose so it wouldn't get interception because it wasn't there. So smart play. If you're just gonna overthrow it to where the defenders can't get it either and try to force it, that's a smart play. That's a smart play. Because when I watched it on the TV again, I was like, oh, he missed the receiver, and then I looked at it again, and it was like, I think he was just throwing that away. So we go to the fourth play, drop back and pass, bat it down. The next play, at this third down, they get up a 5-yard gain. The 5-yard gain, it's 4th and 5. They're gonna go for it because at this point, I don't think they're in field goal range, so they had to go for it. They still have all 3 timeouts, so they line up. They line up in almost like an empty set because the running back was kind of off to the left. He wasn't in his normal position. At one point, it looked like blitz was coming off one of the sides, and Steve Spagnuolo dialed the perfect blitz of saying disguising the coverage and having the blitz come from somewhere else. because he had the line protection. Josh Allen had the line protection going the opposite way, where he thought the blitz was coming, but then the blitz came from the other side, and in that moment, ball snap, blitz comes. Josh Allen's like, "What the fuck?" He's rolling to the right, backing up, trying to make a play. He throws it up, knocks. I'm like, we're watching. I'm in real time, like as the game's happening in person. I'm watching the ball. I'm like, I see him dive for it. It goes out of his hands. I'm like, oh my god, we got the ball. In my head, like everybody in the crowd screaming. I'm like, we need one first down. We need one fucking first down. Because at this point, there wasn't much time on the clock. I don't think we had hit the 2-minute warning yet. But I was like, we just need one first down, and this is over. That's all we need. One first down. We hike the ball, take their timeouts, but if we get one first down, it don't matter. It's over. It's over. So, but yeah, watching that, they almost made the play. I mean, but you gotta give credit to Steve Spagnuolo for dialing that play up, and then the defense executing it to where it's like, if you're gonna make this play, you're going to have to make a great play, and that's what all you could ask for. He almost, even if he would have came up with a catch, that necessarily not going to end the game. It would have got on the first down and kept the drive alive. I mean, it still had a score. I mean, even if they did score, I still feel confident because we have 3 timeouts, and our offense was playing good that game. So it was like, I wasn't really worried. I mean, at one point, my wife was having a nervous breakdown. She's like, I can't watch this. When it was 21-22, I was like, right where we want to be. Like, this is where you want to be. 21-22 at one point, and then I'm like, right where we want to be. We're in the game. Yeah, they're up by 1. I don't care. And then we went up, and then the game got tied. We went up by 3. I'm like, we're right where we want to be. If they're gonna win, they're gonna have to make a fucking play. Josh Allen's gonna have to prove it. They ain't get it done on 3:33 left in the game. They went 6 plays, didn't get it done, and then we got the ball back, and then Pacheco had a run. I was like, go down! I thought he was staying in bounds, but he went out of bounds. I was like, God damn it, now we got to get another first down. Because at that point, the clock stopped, and it gave Bills basically an extra timeout. And they were running some, and then the clock was running. They called timeout. And then they just went and be like, let's end this shit. What does he do? They run this play. Samaje P. just butt-ass naked wide open. He makes a guy miss. He gets up the sideline. I'm like, stay down! He goes down. I'm like, game, set, match, over. Let's go. Just take a couple knees. And that was it. It was beautiful, man. It was fucking beautiful. It was a beautiful great. It was a great game. It was a great game. At one point, I was like not nervous at any point in the game. Like, my wife was. Like I said, she was having a nervous breakdown. She's like, I can't watch. I was like, this is what else can you ask for? It's not like we're down by like 2 scores and got to come back. At one point, we were just down by 1. Coco, what you want? We were down by 1. Then we took the lead. They tied it. I'm like, it's a tie ball game. Let's go. We went up by 3, and then we held them. We got the ball back. We scored 2 first downs, and we ended the game. What more could you ask for? What fucking more could you ask for? I'm serious. What more could you ask for? It was a great game. 2 good teams. But the better team won. Let's just face it. The better team won. And Josh Allen didn't get it done again. Was he 0-4? He's been to 2 AFC Championship games, a divisional round, and then this one. Yeah, 0-4. 0-4. Yeah, because they went... No. Hold on. I said... There was the AFC Championship. They played him in the AFC Championship game. COVID season. This year's AFC Championship game. The divisional round. What am I missing? I thought it was 0-4. What other game am I fucking missing? The 13-second game. That was the divisional. 2 conference championship games. One was COVID year. One was this year. Was there another game? Damn, I don't remember. No, we didn't play them. The year of the first Super Bowl we won, we didn't play them. Oh yeah, last year. Shit, fucking stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, we went to Buffalo and beat them. So yeah, Allen's 4-0, 0-4 against Mahomes in the playoffs. So yeah, that's what it is. But let's get into it. The 4th down call that didn't get called. That didn't get called as a first down. That is not the reason you lost the game. There's 13 minutes left. I understand there's like 3:33 left. They go for 4th and 1. You didn't get it. Okay, maybe you have a case. You went down and scored and tied the game. And then you held them to a field goal, and you had 3:33 left to score to win the game or even tie the game. And you got 17 yards. 17 yards. That ain't going to cut it. You had opportunity. You had 3 times. Not like you didn't have any timeouts. You had plenty of time. You went 17 yards. And you got put in a position of 4th and 5 out of field goal range. You had to go for it. You almost made the play, but you didn't. It ain't that 4th and inches that you didn't get early in the 4th quarter when there's like 13 something left. You had a whole left the game to play. You had a whole lot of game to play. And another boy, you tied it. Then you held him to a field goal, which in my book would be a success. Because now I have the game, I have the ball in my hands. I could go down, score, take the lead, and leave them little time on the clock. But that didn't happen. And your defense still had opportunity to get the ball back. Just hold them 3 and out. You call timeout. Now we got another opportunity. But your defense came up short. You came up short. It is what it is. It ain't that 4th and inches call. Maybe it's some of those 2-point conversions you were going for in the first half, and in the 3rd quarter that you didn't need to go for, right? This is what I'm saying. So what are we talking about here? It is what it is. The Chiefs are the better team. They won. Just accept facts. The Chiefs were better and they won. They had a better coach, better players, better game plan, better special teams. They won. I don't know what else we're here to talk about. They fucking won. They won. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? Man. It's just people want to complain because the Chiefs keep winning. It is what it is. Fine, we'll be the villain. We only need one more to get the 3-peat. One more Infinity Stone. Snap your fingers. We completed it. You didn't win. Sorry, I'm going to be like Willy Wonka in the original one. Good day, sir. You lost. You lose. Man, hold on. What time is it? 2:22. We going to take a quick little break. And then we're going to finish up with the Rumble talk and some Super Bowl stuff. So we'll be right back. And we are back here on the AK Show. We're here. We had to switch just to a different location. Now I'm in the car. It's still the same thing. We here. I mean, we need some light. We don't need no light. We good. We good right here. But we back here. We're going to continue. We're about to get into a little bit of Royal Rumble talk. So, if you didn't know, WWE had the Royal Rumble last Saturday in Indianapolis at the Lucas Oil Stadium. And mind you, I was there just in a different capacity doing extra work. I'm not going to get into any more details than that. I was just there doing extra work. And when I was at the Rumble in that capacity, I was able to view some stuff. I wasn't able to view like everything, but I just want to give my thoughts. I did go back and watch a few other stuff to see more of a overall view of it. But I saw a lot of different stuff. I was able to see the last half of the Men's Royal Rumble, in a different, outside in the venue area where the fans are. I was able to find a spot and watch the latter part of the Men's Royal Rumble. So I just want to give my take on it, on just overall thoughts, what I thought about the whole pay-per-view, because the Royal Rumble is to me, it's probably, I feel like it's the second biggest pay-per-view, or PLE, now they call them premium live events, that WWE has. The big four is what? Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. I feel like Royal Rumble, that kicks off the road to WrestleMania. Leading up to Royal Rumble. But after Royal Rumble kicks off the road to WrestleMania. So I think it has that big of importance. And you have the Royal Rumble. You have the Men's Royal Rumble, and now you also have the Women's Royal Rumble. So you have 2 Royal Rumble matches. And it's always, the Royal Rumble is like an exciting match because you never know who's going to show up. You don't know who's going to win. Anything can happen. You get surprises. You get potential. You get opportunities to mix different wrestlers with each other in that moment of that match, and that could be potential feuds down the road. So the Royal Rumble is like a great way to set up feuds. It gets the Rumble winner a main event title shot at WrestleMania.
I mean, it's great. It's like the atmosphere was crazy. Like just being there, even hearing it from the back, like you could hear the crowd just go bananas and do the countdown, and then being out there and just taking it all in. It's like, fuck, this is great. That was fucking amazing, man. It was fucking awesome just to see that, and I was excited. You know what I'm saying? Is this on? Hold on, I gotta make sure this headphones are on. Yeah, yeah, we're we're but like I said, the Royal Rumble was amazing. I mean, if it's like aside from WrestleMania, I think you gotta at least get to a Royal Rumble and just experience that atmosphere of the Rumble itself, the Rumble matches itself. When that countdown timer goes to 10 and everybody in the building, you got like 90 something plus thousand people. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the buzzer sound, and then you're waiting. These music's about to hit. It's like, oh, and then it's like you get some surprise person, or you get somebody like, oh my god, I didn't expect that person to come back. Like it's just one of those things that was fucking. This is a fucking great experience. I'm happy. Okay, thank you for allowing me to have that opportunity. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Oh man, it's great, man. But let me just go. I'm gonna go over just my thoughts and highlights of all four. There's only four matches basically. Two Rumble matches, women's and men's, and then there was the tag match and the ladder match for the tag titles for the tag match and the WWE Championship for the in the ladder match. I'll start with the tag match. Like I said, I wasn't able to watch a whole bunch of the tag match, but from what I did saw and then went back and watched a little bit more of, 2 out of 3 falls with DIY and that's Johnny Gargano and Ciampa versus Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. And you put those four together, they're fucking fantastic workers. Like they really are. I mean, especially, and I'm like happy to see that the Motor City Machine Guns are in WWE. I feel like that's probably been a long time coming. They should have been in there probably years ago competing in WWE, but they're here now and they're making the most of it, and they get the opportunity to be one of those 2 matches that weren't Royal Rumble match in the Royal Rumble. Because when we get to the Royal Rumble, it's about the Rumble. So being able to be on there is like important. It's like you get to go out there and show what you really about. And if you like watch wrestling, you know about the Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, they've been putting in work for a lot of years, and they are really good at what they do. And I've gotten an opportunity to work with Alex Shelley in a singles match, and he is really fucking good. He knows what the fuck he's doing, and same goes for Chris Sabin. I haven't got a chance to work with Chris Sabin, but he knows what the fuck he's doing, and Tommaso Ciampa knows what he's doing. I met him a few times when they used to have when Evolve was still running, and they used to have the meet and greets, and to go help, go to their seminars, and they would have meet and greets, and some of the WWE, mostly NXT people would come and do like meet and greets and always working. He's a real good. He's a real good dude. He's always giving advice, and I've never had the chance to meet Johnny Gargano's, but just seeing his work, it's fabulous work. But the 2 out of 3 falls match, that's a perfect for them. They know how to work that. And I was rewatching it back, just catching up on a little bit more of it. I saw some parts, but I had to go back and watch a little bit more. But I love the way that DIY got the first fall in the 2 out of 3 falls match. So what it was Sabin and Ciampa Tommaso were legal. This is what happened. Sabin went to go tag Alex Shelley in, and then Johnny Gargano went to go tag Ciampa in. And as soon as Ciampa went to go tag Johnny Gargano. Ciampa and Sabin were legal. Sabin tags in Shelley. Ciampa went to go tag Johnny Gargano is in, but as soon as he went for the tag, he jumps off the ring apron in his corner, and there's no tag. But Alex Shelley, as he's getting in, he's not really paying attention. He just sees Ciampa going for the tag, and it doesn't happen. So, but then as soon as the tag happens over there, Johnny Gargano gets up. he gets in the ring. Tommaso Ciampa gets over in the corner, and then Alex Shelley thinks Johnny Gargano's is the legal person, and then he's like fighting him instead of fighting the actual legal person who is Tommaso Ciampa. And then he gets him in a move. Johnny Gargano gets him something, pushes him. Here comes Tommaso Ciampa, hits him with hits him with a big move, gets the first fall. And I just thought, like, when I saw that, I was like, damn, that was brilliant. That was genius. That was a genius way to get the first fall. I fucking fucks with that right there. Because you gotta be creative and like 2 out of 3 falls match or Iron Woman, Iron Man match. You gotta be creative to get that first fall, right? To get any type of fall, really. But in the 2 out of 3s, you gotta get 2 of them. And I thought that was like brilliant. I was like, oh, I fucks with that. I like that. The creativity, to fake the tag, to get the other guy thinking this guy's legal, this guy's not legal no more, and this guy's legal. And then you turn around and hit him with this, and boom. And he doesn't know what hit him, you get the fall. So I thought that was brilliant. And then, Motor City Machine Guns get the second fall. And then we're going back and forth, and they're putting in work. And then Street Profits come out and distract them as they're about to get the dub and be new tag team champions. But Street Profits come out, Angelo Dawkins uses the crutch, and then DIY gets the victory and retains the title. I mean, I don't mind the finish because it sets up more stuff that can lead towards like WrestleMania. Because you always gotta find ways and like when they're putting everything together and booking, they gotta find ways to make a feud and keep it going. I mean, hell, you could have like a 3-way at WrestleMania. Kind of get that old school, like back in the day when you had the Hardys, you had the Dudleys, you had Edge and Christian, all just ladder matches and table matches and TLC matches for tag team titles. I mean, we can get it back to that point. I think that's where it could be headed. Who knows? So we'll see where it's going, but they did an excellent job. And I know they had to follow the Women's Royal Rumble, which is that's a difficult spot to be in because you had the Women's Royal Rumble, what lasts probably about an hour, I think. As an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, maybe 90 minutes probably total. I'm not exactly sure how long it lasted. And then like the crowd is just like, oh my god. And then you got this tag match, which is a badass tag match. You got DIY versus Motor City Machine Gun. Like, they about to put in work. They about to do their fucking thing and make it fucking happen. And so that's a tough spot, but they did a hell of a job. I thought the match was great. In the finish, you get you get not like a clean finish, but that's okay because it sets up for future stuff down the road. It sets up, it could potentially set up for a 3-way at WrestleMania. Who knows? It can set up for something. You just got to be patient. You got to trust the process. So I'm excited to see where that goes. But fabulous job by all 4 of those guys. They're really know how to work. They really do. And then moving on to the next match, the other non-Rumble match was the ladder match between Kevin Owens and current champion Cody Rhodes. I mean, you had the 2 title belts. You had the current WWE Championship, and you also had the Winged Eagle Championship. That's probably my favorite WWE Championship belt is the Winged Eagle. Man, I wish they would just keep that. Like that one for the championship, for the WWE Championship. The Intercontinental, the white strap is my favorite. Those are probably 2 like the best fucking looking titles out there. I fucking love the Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt. It just reminds me of the Attitude Era, and I just fucking love it when they come out. It's got the Winged Eagle. It's fucking badass. And then the white stripe Intercontinental Championship belt. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. But you had that match for the WWE Championship, Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. And really, this match, it just went fucking ham. They went like, it was brutal. Not like brutal, like they were beating the shit out of each other. It's like they were trying to physically hurt or kill each other, end each other's careers. That was like old school fuck you ladder match. Like it brings back those days when ladder match was a ladder match. And they went in there and now I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. and I'm gonna retain my title. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna take this title, and that's what it was. It fucking went fucking hard, bro. I don't know if there were any like serious. I'm pretty sure after that night they were hurting. That's when you go into the ice bath and just soak and be like, oh, let me just. But Kevin Owens got busted open. They just went fucking ham on each other. And he was just brutal, and I loved it. And then you had KO. Hold on, well, I wrote it down. You had the Buster through the ladder. Kevin Owens does his like brain buster off the top rope. He did it through a ladder on Cody Rhodes, and then at that point, that's when like there was like a moment like Cody Rhodes might actually be hurt. Kevin Owens is fucked up. Like they're just fucking tearing each other to shit. That bump was insane. The fucking Buster through the ladder off the top rope, and then there was another spot where it looked like Kevin Owens was going for his power driver. He's going to do it on a ladder. No, at another point, it was in the ring, and then Cody Rhodes back body dropped him, because he's like this underneath his leg, and he back body drops him on KO onto the ladder, and so like how the legs, and then it comes up closer to where you would climb up, and it gets smaller. So it was this part, the more, how do I put it? So how the ladder, it goes up, the leg parts, the bottom of the legs is where he took the back body drop. I looked at it, I was like, oh, that hurt. I know that hurt. Man. It's fucking. They just went brutal. And then, and then we get to the point where they're outside and KO's going for that power driver again. And this time he's going to, like, either do it on the table or the ladder that's, like, across, like this, partially on the table, the announce table in the ring, going across. And he's about to power his power driver. And then Cody Rhodes picks him up. Alabama slams fucking KO to hell through that fucking ladder. And the way Kevin Owens sold this shit, I thought this man he might have been legit hurt. I don't know. He went through it, and then his head was through one of the holes with the steps, between the steps. His head, like, he just crumbled. I'm like, did he just kill Kevin Owens? Like, legit, I thought that man had just, like, seen the light. The way he sold that shit, it was fucking incredible. I was like, he's fucked. He's fucked. Like his whole, it was hot. Like his whole body just folded, and his head went through the hole right there between the steps. And I was like, oh, he fucked up. And then Cody Rhodes goes and gets climbs up the ladder and gets the title belts. Gets both of them, still current WWE champion. So I just thought that match was like. That was like an old school ladder match. Like brutality, like I'm gonna fuck you up. Like and not nobody taking high risk off the ladder and jumping and things like that. Mostly of those ladder matches with the tag teams back in the day, like the Dudleys, Edge Christian and the Hardys, where they just went ham. Except you didn't have like the high spots because you had like Jeff Hardy jumping off the ladder through fucking 8 tables that were stacked on top of each other with like somebody laying on them. But you just had like these spots, and it went old school ladder match, like brutality, and it was great. It was great. I mean, what they do to try to get what they want and having that, it was, bro. Props to fucking KO and Cody Rhodes for that match, man. That fucking match was that match. I ain't brutality at ladder match. If you're gonna have a gimmick match and it's a ladder match, that's how it should be. That is exactly how the ladder match should be. They went fucking at it. Give them their fucking props for that fucking ladder match. You know what I'm saying? So we got through the first 2 matches. We're gonna move on to the let me turn this light on so I can see a little bit. Women's Royal Rumble. Now, I was able to get to a monitor and watch it, most of it. Right, I even went on the floor just to take a glance and see. I just wanted to see the countdown and see that the first time. But the women's match, I thought was good. I mean, you may get everybody arguing about Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair shouldn't have won, but I'm okay with that. I mean, she's Charlotte Flair. I mean, here's what people fail to realize: like Charlotte Flair ever put on a bad match. Like, every time she goes in a match, she's always on point. Like, she's good in the ring. She knows what she's doing. Like, people complain, like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, she's coming back from injury. She's coming back to reclaim what's hers. And then, let's say she does get that championship. Then you get that up-and-comer, like Roxanne Perez, that's who she eliminated to win the Royal Rumble. Now she just be like, I want my opportunity. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to take it from you. And then what if Roxanne Perez takes it from Charlotte Flair? I'm just saying, like, you gotta stop just looking at it like somebody else should have won. That's not gonna happen, right? They're gonna take the person that they want. Like, somebody that's not established is not going to win the fucking Royal Rumble. You understand that, right? Jordan Grace coming in, she's not going to win the Royal Rumble. Who else was in there? Chelsea Green, not right now, is going to win the Royal Rumble because she's the current United States Women's Champion. It's always somebody that's established that's going to win the Royal Rumble. It's not usually up-and-comers. That can be a feud later down the road with Charlotte and Roxanne Perez. That's where I think people fail to realize, like, this is long term storytelling. And you just gotta trust that Triple H knows what he's doing. They know what they're doing. The machine, they know what they're doing. Just trust the process. But like I said, get back to it. It's fine. I don't even know like. But just overall thoughts on the Women's Royal Rumble. Like I said, I didn't have a problem with Charlotte winning. I figured she was gonna win. I didn't know who else. Like, I didn't have anybody else in mind winning except Charlotte Flair coming back from injury. But just let's just go through it. Chelsea Green had another fabulous Rumble performance. She is always on point. Like, her character work is fucking phenomenal. Chelsea Green's character work is fucking phenomenal. Especially her and Piper Nevin. Piper Nevin is fucking phenomenal together. She just knows how to work. Character work is phenomenal. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing her one day as the women's champion on SmackDown or Raw. Like, I think that's coming like down the line to be her being women's champion. I mean, I can just imagine, like, right now she's the United States Women's Champion, but her being the women's champion, she would make it bigger and like more dramatic and like, this is me. No. If I want to fight, I'll fight you when I want to fight you. Like, I can see something like that. But Chelsea Green had another fabulous Rumble performance. Jordan Grace, fucking phenomenal. Coming in and just dominating. And then, I think that was probably one of the spots of the night in the Women's Royal Rumble. Was Jordan Grace picking up Piper Nevin and hit her with the Death Valley driver? Oh my god. I was like, oh! Because she picked her up. I was like, she's going to pick her up. She's going to pick her up. Usually when that happens, it's like they pick up the bigger person, right? But usually they get out of it. But she picked her up, hit her with it. I was like, Jordan Grace is fucking legit, man. She is fucking legit. And if she signs with WWE, I don't know. I was talking with somebody when I was at the Rumble and saying, I think she might have signed with WWE. I'm not sure. But yeah, she's definitely, if she does, she's definitely a future women's champion. Definitely a future main event. Like, she went there and did her fucking thing, and right there, like she's been there the whole time. It would have been cool if she picked up Nia Jax and did that shit. That would have been something right there. But yeah, Jordan Grace did her thing. I think she was one of the. I think she kind of stole the show. She had her moments. Her like Chelsea Green, they had their moments, especially when her picking up Piper and the Death Valley driver. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Jordan Grace is a fucking beast. And then I'm getting into it. Nia Jax looks strong. I mean, at one point she eliminated like 4 people at once, and then just kept eliminating people. I mean, they make her look like a fucking beast. And yeah, she'll get eliminated, but she gets eliminated by Charlotte Flair because Nia's trying to eliminate somebody, and then Charlotte Flair just, you're already, I'm gonna just use your momentum against you. That's how usually like the monsters, the people that are like, you know what I'm saying, like the people that are the fucking monsters, like fucking people like Braun Strowman, Nia Jax. They're one and the same. Like just people that are just strong and they're a beast in the ring. And it's like, we need like a couple of you motherfuckers to help get this motherfucker out the ring, right? But they make her look like a fucking monster. And I like Nia Jax. I mean, people like give her a lot of fucking hate, but I mean, I fucks with her. She really good heel work. Really fucking good heel work. And she's good in the ring. Like, what are we talking about here, people? I mean, everybody has mistakes now and then. Everybody. Even the best ones. They do. Nobody is perfect working a match. Let's just get that out of the way. Any wrestler knows this. You're bound to have a hiccup here and there. Multiple hiccups. Especially if you've been doing it for a long time. You are going to have it. Even referees. I've had it. Now, I try to keep them at a minimum, but I've had them. I've had fuck up. I had a fuck up back in October. Yeah, I've been this going on 10 years. In my 10th year. And I had a fuck up in October. This past October. Now, do I try to keep it at a minimum? Absolutely. I pride myself on that. And so do the wrestlers. They pride themselves on that. So we're sitting here saying, oh, this person can't do this. They're in WWE and you're not. So how the fuck are you going to talk? How are you going to talk if you've never done this before? Like, wrestlers, I understand. They may be able to talk, but at the same time, if you're not at that level, how can you say what's for what? We've all fucked up. I guarantee you there's not one person in wrestling, whether it's a manager, whether it's a referee, whether it's a wrestler, whether it's even a ring announcer, a commentator, somebody at the commentary team that has not fucked up. That has not, I guarantee you, everybody in a position of wrestling has fucked up at one point in their career. Whatever the case may be. I guarantee it. It happens. We're not perfect. It's not like this is a movie. We get multiple takes to make it perfect. We get one take. One. And that's it. So to sit here and chastise somebody and do this and do that, like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I mean, they're there and I'm not. So I can't speak. And we all make mistakes. At all the levels. At every level in wrestling, somebody, you bound to make a mistake. Like I said, I made one in October. I take that one. That's on me. As a ref, and you know, I know. That's on me. I take that. I'm always going to take the responsibility of that. That's on me. I'm going to the game. Y'all going to the game? Somebody was texting me asking if I'm going to the Super Bowl game. No. Like, who? Hold on, my mistake. Somebody was asking me. Hold on. We were in the middle of a text. Okay, I had to send this text. My wife's cousin asked us if we were going to the Super Bowl game. I was like, no. So yeah, but like I said, hold on. I'll get to about that in a minute. That's so cool little thing, cool little story. It's nice. But like I said, like we've all, you talk to anybody that's been involved in pro wrestling. At one point, they've made mistakes in a whether it's in a promo, a segment, a match, whatever. There's been people that's made mistakes. I made multiple ones. Like I said, I made one in October. So we're gonna sit here and fucking chastise Nia Jax. She always gets a bunch of hate, but she's good at what she does. I don't give a fuck what you say. Like I'm serious as fuck with it. Let's go. But also in the Rumble, we had Alexa Bliss return. Make her return. I'm a big fan of Alexa Bliss. I like the work she's doing with when she switched over to like when she was part of the Wyatts and she was doing that character work and she came back last Saturday at the Rumble when it was announced that she probably wasn't gonna make a return, and then she came out and her music hit. She probably had one of the loudest pops of the night, if not the loudest. You couldn't even hear her music playing. Like I watched it back on like television. You could really hear her music. She came back, and I fucks with Alexa Bliss, so I'm excited because I think it's gonna set up her and Liv Morgan because Liv Morgan eliminated her, so that's gonna set up her and Liv Morgan. I at WrestleMania, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to that. She had a big ass spot. Happy to see her. She was one of my favorites to watch. You had Trish Stratus. She's my all-time favorite. Like her and China, in terms of women wrestling, they're like my top two. Trish Stratus and China are like my top two. Like I fucks with. Even I put Lita in there to make top three. Like because that's the era I grew up in watching wrestling. Was like the Attitude Era. When I really started getting into it was just right before the Attitude Era. Like when I started watching, it was around like WrestleMania 12, and then WCW Uncensored. When Hulk Hogan was in WCW, and they had the Triple Cage and Uncensored, not the Triple Cage from Roy Ready to Rumble, but it was a different. It was like a cage, all the same size cage, not the small, the medium, and the big cage, but it was uncensored. It was the same year that WrestleMania 12 was. So that was like my first two pay-per-views. That's when I really started getting into wrestling. And then it like transitioned to like the Attitude Era. And like, yes, The Rock is my all-time favorite. And then like it started out with Shawn Michaels. And then The Rock came along. I was like, The Rock is my guy. I've been down with Rocky fucking Maivia since fucking day one. When he showed up at Survivor Series and came out with Rocky Maivia and he won for his team, I've been down with fucking Rock since day fucking one. This is down since day one, like the Usos. I've been down with fucking Rocky since he was Rocky Maivia. Because that's the first time I saw him. Because back then, I didn't know about the Indies. I didn't know about like the Indies and like Mid South and all the Indies and things like that. Like the only thing I knew growing up was WCW, WWF, when it's WWF at the time. I knew like wrestling in Japan existed, and I knew wrestling in Mexico existed. That was about it. That was only like I only thought that existed. I didn't know about the independents. I didn't know about other promotions in Canada. I know probably about wrestling in Canada because of Bret Hart and the Hart family came from there. But the Hart Foundation, Stu Hart training and the dungeon, right? But as a kid, like I didn't fucking know about the Indies. And then ECW came along. I was like, oh, that's ECW. That was about it. That was like my wrestling, like whatever I knew existed on TV. That's what I knew. I used to get all the pay-per-views. I used to have friends come over. We used to watch the pay-per-views. And I remember that Survivor Series. What was it? What was it, 96? 97? So I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember. But when he came out and he had the fucking blue on with the blue stripe things hanging, and he came out with the fucking curly hair, that kind of Jerry curl hair. I've been fucking with The Rock since day one. Even when he joined the Nation of Domination, I was like, I'm still fucking with it. And then he just started going in that first person. Finally, The Rock. And he just started talking smack there. I've been down with Rock since day one. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It don't matter who The Rock faced, I'm rooting for the fucking Rock. Like when The Rock faced Cena, I was rooting for The Rock. When The Rock faced Hogan, I was rooting for The Rock. Anytime The Rock faced Stone Cold, I was rooting for The Rock. Then when The Rock faced Brock Lesnar at a SummerSlam, rooting for Rock. When he was Hollywood Rock, rooting for The Rock. I don't give a fuck. I've been down with The Rock since day one. He's my number one. And then it's HBK. It started out as HBK, and then I saw Rock. I was like, that's my guy. That's my guy. That's my guy. That's my fucking guy. He's my guy. I fucking rocks with him in any movies. I fucks with him since day fucking one. Any movie that comes out with The Rock, I'm gonna watch it. I fucks with it. Like this last one, what's it called? The one where Santa Claus gets kidnapped. I thought that was a fun movie. I don't know about anybody else, but I thought that was a fun movie. I don't know how we got to here. We just got to here. Back to what I was saying. Right. I don't even know where I was. I think the last thing I remember was Alexa Bliss in her work. I don't even know how I got to The Rock. I was sitting in the text messages on my watch. I don't know how I fucking got to this when I was talking about the Women's Royal Rumble. I fucking apologize because I want to give credit to where credit's due at the Women's Royal Rumble. And Alexa Bliss got a hella pop. I'm excited to see her return. And her and Liv Morgan, that match, the build up to that match, when it happens, it's gonna be fire. I think I went back in time and said, okay, now I remember how I got to that, right? Because I started watching wrestling in the Attitude Era, So like The Rock and HBK were my one too. But on the women's side of wrestling, it was China and Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus came out old school attire that she first appeared in WWE in, and she brought it out last Saturday. And I was like, "You the GOAT. You one of the GOATs. Trish Stratus is one of the GOATs. She puts in fabulous work. Fabulous work. So her and like China are my like 1A, 1B, however you want to put it. Just like, well, in terms of the guys, it's The Rock and then HBK. In terms of the women, let me just get it. Trish, then China, and then probably Lita. Because Lita was badass. Lita was doing things that other women at that time were not doing. But it'd probably go Trish, China, Trish Stratus, China, and then Lita. And then you got like AJ Lee in there. I like AJ Lee. I really like the work she did. Those. I mean, I like Paige in WWE when she was in WWE at the time. I like fucking Charlotte Flair. I really do. I think she's people hate on her and I don't know why. I really don't. But I fucks with Alexa Bliss right now. I fucks with Bayley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Chelsea Green. I mean, you gotta give women the fucking props, man. They putting in fucking work. It's just they out here doing the fucking thing. And then you got these young up and comers from NXT. Then you got Jordan Grace who's in TNA, maybe be coming to WWE. I mean, the women's roster is stacked, man. It's fucking stacked from top to bottom. You just got Alexa Bliss coming back. Fucking love Liv Morgan's work. Fuck, I didn't even mention Rhea Ripley. And she be putting in fucking work. Like the first, you see her back in NXT back in the day until the transformation she's made now, she put in fucking work. She has found herself. Like Rhea Ripley is that fucking person. You totally blanked on Rhea Ripley. Like I fuck with Nia Jax. You got Tiffany Stratton. Like you got Roxanne Perez. You got all you fuck. Asuka. I fucks with Asuka. Like Asuka is that person. Asuka needs a title run. I'm telling you, she needs a title run. I mean, the women's roster is stacked top to bottom. Like, what are we talking about here? But yeah, man, the women's rumble, I thought it was great. I mean, like I said, you had Alexa Bliss return. You had Nikki Bella make a surprise return at entrant number 30. She got a huge pop. I mean, the Bella twins, they put in work. I mean, they're probably one of the pioneers to take when it was the time calling. They were calling them divas in that point of wrestling. Like, yeah, you had other pioneers before them, but they really brought it up to a new level, I think, because they had the reality show, and so that got them out there more. And I think it started to bring more prominence to the women's division. And that's not to take credit from anybody back in the day like Trish Stratus, China, Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson. What was her name? Jacqueline. There was another woman wrestler, lady, Jazz. I mean, Sable from back in the day. I'm telling you, man. Alondra Blaze from back in the day. What was her name? Macho Man's. Oh, I feel so fucking stupid right now. Miss Sherry. Is it Miss Sherry? Fuck. Ooh, the wrestling community is going to chat fucking brutally. Fucking give me shit. Macho Man. Not. No, it was the lady who always had dark on and black. I know at one point she was working on Shawn Michaels. I know that. And then you had Miss Elizabeth with Macho Man. That's what I was thinking of. But then my phone's dead and I can't, fuck this shit. Hold on. Women wrestlers from back in the day. Hold on, we're gonna find this because I'm not gonna feel stupid. I'm going back and I'm trying to think of her. Oh, she was like dark and it's bothering me that I don't fucking know this. Hold on, women in WWE. I gotta go through. She was in the '90s. Yeah, Miss Elizabeth with Randy Savage, and then where's her name? Yeah, the Fabulous Moolah. No, but that's not who I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the Fabulous Moolah or Mae Young. I'm looking for was that Sherry? Sherry Martel? Oh yeah, Sherry Martel. Yeah, Sherry Martel. That's what I was looking at. See, like all these women, there's been a long list of women that just make it grow and grow. And each year, women's wrestling gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And right now, the women's division is fucking stacked. So, props to the women. Put on a great Rumble. Uh, Congratulations indeed to Charlotte Flair. She did. She come back. She doing her thing. She gonna try to get her title back. But like I said, the women's roster is stacked from top to bottom. Let this play out. Listen. Just let it play out. People, just calm down and listen. See where this goes. All right. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Yes, you want to hate. You want to boo. Do that. But at the end of the day, just sit back and be like, let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this. Right. So, yeah, give out shout out props to the women. Right. All right. We're going to move on to the men's Royal Rumble. And then after that, we're going to take a little quick break and then move on to my Super Bowl prediction and keys to victory for the Chiefs. Right. But we have the men's Royal Rumble. But I had a fucking list. I can't fucking see it. So in the men's Royal Rumble, I didn't really get a whole chance to see like the first part of it, but I was able to see the second half. But let's just go down some of the fucking spots and my thoughts and some of the stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? But like so let's start with this. Jey Fatu. I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't mind him winning the Royal Rumble. I get it, like he just got here. He hasn't really been established. I mean, they're establishing him, but he hasn't been established like some of the other people, the other guys. But I was like, bro, Jacob, like I like at this point, I was talking to some of the other extras there, and we're talking like who's gonna win the Royal Rumble. I was like, man, I don't know. I really thought The Rock was gonna come out and like as a surprise entrance at number 31, and then win or something like that, but he didn't show up. I was kind of disappointed. I thought that he was gonna but I was reading text message. But I would have marked the fuck I would have geeked the fuck out if The Rock would have showed up like that. But Jacob, like we were talking, I was like, I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't mind Jacob Fatu winning. I would be like, shit, let's go. Let's fucking give them something they don't expect. But I think maybe a lot of people had John Cena were gonna win. Like, to be honest, I didn't know who was gonna win. I was like, my whole thing, I was stuck on The Rock coming out and just eliminating the last 30th person. Like it's the last two. The person eliminates that last person. They think they won, and then the fucking final boss comes out. He comes out, eliminates him, and then he wins. That was in my whole head. But at the same time, we were talking, and we were like, I don't know who the fuck's going to win, to be honest. I don't fucking know. Shit. I mean, now come out, but who's fucking going to win? But yeah, Jacob Fatu was beast mode. And then I saw that match with him and Braun Strowman at Saturday Night's main event. And then they were able to get into it. And Braun Strowman was able to get a little bit of revenge on Jacob Fatu. But Jacob Fatu had a good fucking showing in the Rumble. Who else? Let's talk about Ice Show Speed. Tawaza gets fucking basically concussed by Carmelo Hayes. He can't go, so they need somebody. Triple H sends Ice Show Speed. He goes in there like, what the fuck? He goes out there. He tries to eliminate two guys that are over here, but then he helps Braun Breaker eliminate Otis. I'm like, bro, this guy got an elimination, bro. Ice Show Speed out here getting elimination. He does Rolando does that fucking, I don't know what it's called, the shooey celebration. He does his backflip. And then you just see Braun Breaker go, whoop, murdered it. He fucking broke him in half. You can just hear it in JR's voice. He's fucking dead. He murdered ISO Speed on that spear. I was like, damn. Like, he turned around. He, like, hit him from the side. It wasn't even, like, the front. He hit him from the side. And, like, ISO Speed's head just went in the mat like this. And he was just, like, dead. And then Braun Breaker picks him up, throws him out. Otis catches him. He's like, fuck this motherfucker. Throws him onto the fucking announce table. He finally lands. And then you hear Braun Breaker say, welcome to WWE. Bro, that spear right there was fucking wild. Props to ISO Speed for taking that. He murdered. It'd be like that scene from Boys in the Hood. Y'all want to see a dead body? That's exactly what happened. Dead body, right? But let me talk about sunglasses. Bro, fucking wild. He got. You're like, God damn, you speared him like he owed you money. That it was wild, but it was great. Like I said, shout out to him for taking that. But you had Joe Henry come out. He made an appearance at the Rumble. He had people in it. I believe in Joe Henry. I believe in Joe Henry. He had a spot. He got his. He got hit. He had a big pop. He got his shit hit. At one point, Roman Reigns was spearing motherfuckers right, left, and eliminating them. And then Joe Henry tried to get up and get him. And then Roman Reigns said, "I don't know what you're doing, kid. Get the fuck out of my ring." But still, to get that type of rub for Roman Reigns in that match, that's gonna go a long way for Joe Henry. He signs with WWE, because he's in TNA. But at one point, he had the whole crowd. I believe he was doing a spot, and he's like, eliminates. I believe in Joe Henry. I believe in Joe Henry. I mean, yeah. So yeah, that was dope right there. You know what I'm saying? But the garage door is open. I think somebody is coming. So but yeah, what else did you have? I mean, you had when Cena came out, I was out there and I was able to see Cena come out, and I was like, fuck yeah, that was cool to see him come out because that's gonna be his final Rumble. That was a sight. Punk coming out for the Rumble. But I think one of the biggest moments was Roman Reigns coming out for the Rumble was fucking amazing because he hasn't been in a Rumble since like 2015. And you're like, here comes fucking Roman Reigns. Here comes, because the last, 5 years he's been on a championship run. And then, can you turn on the light, please? Please. Thank you. But Roman Reigns coming out, light got turned off. I had to turn it back on. But Roman Reigns coming out for the Royal Rumble that was fucking like an awe moment because I'm just saying like yeah, Cena coming out was like an awe moment too because when's the last time he's been in a Rumble, and then Roman Reigns like he's been like dominating for like what 4 or 5 years, something like that straight as the tribal chief and the champion, and then you just see him coming out and you're just like Raw holding up a finger like acknowledge your tribal chief, right? Acknowledge the tribal chief. So him coming out, I think that was his first one since 2015. So that's like almost 10. That's like 10 years since he's been in the Rumble. And so I thought that was one of those like moments on the home with Cena. Both of those moments to see both of those guys. Like I said, because Roman Reigns has got off that fucking long title reign and lost at last year's WrestleMania. And then he's in the Rumble, he's coming out. I'm like, God damn, that's the moment. And then Cena come out, God damn, that's a moment. And I was like, I was marking out. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, this is pretty dope. This is pretty cool. I mean, so like those are two like big moment entrances. Like just thinking of it, and CM Punk as well coming back to WWE. Like those three gave you like those shit moments. Like wow, like you're seeing them coming down in a Royal Rumble match. Cena, Roman, and Punk. Like shit. Like let's fucking go. Like let's go. But you had AJ Styles in it. I mean, you had the normal people in it. I don't think there were a bunch of big surprises of people being in it. I think the big one was ISO Speed and probably AJ Styles returning in it. And then there was one thing I also wanted to mention. Cena took a lot of fucking finishers in that match. In the Rumble match. I was like, he took one. I was like, okay, I think he took one from Jimmy Uso. And then he took another one from somebody. I was like, damn, Cena just getting his ass whipped. Like, see, when's the last time Cena's been in the ring, done in the ring stuff? And I was like, he's just over here taking all these moves. I'm like, oh, he's really taking all this. And I was like, I can appreciate that. I can give props to Cena. Like, here's the thing, I've never hated Cena. Like maybe when he's like first as basic economics and rapping, I was like, okay, what is this guy doing? And then I was like, okay, I fucks with this guy. But even then, like, I never really hated Cena. Like, I didn't start seeing like that Cena hate from the fans. I think I noticed it when I went to WrestleMania 22. It was him and Triple H in the main event, and I don't remember who the fuck the champion was at the time. It was him and Triple H for the WWE Championship. I think it was Cena because he had the spinner, and that was a moment to like Triple H put him over. It built Cena up some more. So I remember I was at that, and I remember at one point I had the Cena like the baseball T-shirt, like the 3/4 sleeve baseball T-shirt. I had the like Word Life hat. I even had the Word Life chain. I was rocking with Cena. I still fucks with him. I don't have no problem. The only time I wasn't fucking with Cena is when he facing The Rock both times at WrestleMania, back to back WrestleManias. I wasn't rooting for him. At that time, I was like, I fucking fucks with him. He wears the throwback jerseys. He's got that fucking Reebok pumps. I mean, he's out here, he's rapping, and I'm like, I fucks with it. I don't give a fuck. I'm wrestling. When his album dropped, I got it. When he dropped the album, I fucking got it. I don't give a fuck. I rocks with it. But I remember at WrestleMania 22, and he was the main event with him and Triple H, and then he won, and then there was like some older guys behind me at the WrestleMania 22. I was probably 20. So these guys, they're probably like older 20s, like late 20s probably. They're older. I know they're older than me. But they're like booing Cena, like, oh, we don't like Cena. What the fuck you talking about? You don't like Cena. What the fuck you talking about? I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. Like, fucking, bro. Yeah, I get everybody wanted him to turn heel at one point. But at the same time, you gotta understand from like a business point, business, you gotta understand that WWE is a business. That is their moneymaker. And if they turn him heel at the time, like during the PG era, when he has all the kids, he has all the women as his fans and all the adults, grown men hate him, right? You gotta understand at that time they're promoting to the younger generation, the younger kids. They're not gonna have him turn heel. And then those kids were like, "Oh, we're not buying Cena shit no more." No, so you gotta understand that that's a business decision by WWE, by Cena, in collaboration probably with each other. That they're like, okay, we're gonna keep this machine running. Cena is the face of the franchise. He's out on the forefront. We can't have him heel. People have to understand that as a business decision. Yeah, I think I've heard Cena say like, yeah, I would have liked to turn heel, but at the same time, this is what they wanted me to do. And he was gonna take one for the company. And he was at the time he's like, I'm gonna do what's best for the company. And that's okay. You gotta be able to respect that. They wanted him, they didn't want him to turn heel. Because if he turns heel, then all the kids and all the women were like, yeah, then all the adult males would have been like, oh, fucking fucks with Cena, he's heel now. But all the kids were like, oh, we'll find somebody new, fuck him. Oh my god, but you gotta understand that. So, I mean, Cena, I'll be honest, I'll probably be sad when it gets to that time as his final match. And he'll be like, and now he's in the movies like, I fucks with him. He's fucking good. As Peacemaker? Phenomenal. I fucking fucks with him in the movies. I fucking fucks with Cena in the movies. But yeah, starting to get on that soapbox. But there was one moment. It was before Seth Rollins came out. You had Roman, Punk, and Cena in the ring, just looking at each other like. I was like, that was a moment. That was a moment right there. But those three in the ring, Cena, Punk, and Roman Reigns in the ring all at once. And then Seth Rollins' music hit and he comes out. That right there was like a photo moment. I gotta go find and see if somebody's got, like if you took that photo or somebody from the crowd took that photo. Because that was like a photo moment right there with those three future Hall of Famers. Definitely future WWE Hall of Famer in the ring at once. And then Seth coming out, another future WWE Hall of Famer. But that was the moment with those three in the ring. Seth getting eliminated and then attacking Roman Reigns on the outside, also attacking Punk as well. But then he hit Roman Reigns with a curb stop, and then you know how you do the curb stop, you 1 foot to fucking push the head into the ground. He went with 2 feet. I was like, damn, what the fuck did Roman? He did a 2 foot curb stop on Roman Reigns on the outside the ring. Then he did another curb stop to him while his head was on the steps. So this time it was only 1 foot, but the one on the outside of the ring, on the mats, on the outside of the ring, on the floor mat. He did a 2-foot curb stop. I was like, damn, why you do him like that, bro? You didn't have to do that. And then he started beating the shit out of it. He did it another curb stop to Roman. And then he started beating the shit out of Pug. He was like just all one. I was like, bro. I was like, get this man out of here. But I thought that's definitely going to set up something. I mean, yeah, it's going to continue the Punk and Seth Rollins feud. But it's going to set up Roman and Seth Rollins feud. But I think at WrestleMania we're probably now. I remember seeing some online. I don't think we're getting. I think if anything, it's going to be Roman Reigns solo or Roman Reigns and Jacob 2, something like that. And then we'll probably get another Punk, Seth Rollins. You can add Roman into that. You can make that a triple threat, really. Or maybe you get a tag match like Seth and Jacob for 2 or Seth and Solo. Right, Jacob. One of those two. You get something like that versus like Punk and Roman Reigns in a tag match. And then like a night 1 and then the night 2, you get them in a solo match. So there's a lot of different things you can do now that you have 2 nights of WrestleMania. But yeah, I'm here for that. And then Braun got a spear on Roman. He got a spear on somebody else, he eliminated him. And then he gets a spear on Roman. And then he takes a sweet time, like, yeah, I'm about to, and then Roman doesn't, I gotta go throw somebody out, and then you kind of just reverse at the last minute when they have their guard down. So getting that's a future feud. That's down the line. Roman and Braun Breaker. You set that up. I'm telling you, this is why I fucking love Royal Rumble. Because you can set up so many different feuds. You can set up so many different things down the road. Remember you speared me at fucking Royal Rumble? I'm gonna get your ass back. Or you eliminated me, I'm gonna get your ass. In the men's or the women's. Like it literally set up Liv Morgan in the women's Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss. It literally set it up. Right? You literally got set up with Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre in the men's Royal Rumble. Right? You get up all these different feuds. Right? I mean, LA Knight had a big ass pop. I forgot about LA Knight. He came in and did his thing. At one point, he was in the ring with like Cena, Roman, and Punk, and he got his shine. He had a big ass pop. I mean, he's still to be champion down the line. I mean, I'm telling you, both Ross, men and women, stacked from top to bottom. But that's how I said, that's why I love the Royal Rumble, is that it can set up so many different feuds. It can get you like that matchup of like this person against this person for a split second, and be like, I would like to see that. It gets you thinking. And sometimes they might have them go at it, or sometimes they'll be staring each other down, and then as they're staring each other down, 2 other people come in and say, no, fuck that shit. You're gonna have to wait on that shit. Ha 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 ha. Like, I fucking love the Royal Rumble because it can set up so many different matchups, so many different feuds that you didn't even think of. Like, you got the Joe Henry and Roman Reigns. I was like, that'd be interesting. He got the rub. He got the rub for Roman, right? But see a match later down the road, that could be interesting. I could dig that. I mean, you just set up so many different things in the Royal Rumble. That's why I fucking love it. But yeah. But then we get to the final 2. Jey Uso and Cena. At this point, I'm like, oh, Cena's gonna win. When I'm watching, I'm like, Cena's gonna win. And then he gets Jey. They can start going back and forth. He gets Jey Uso up for the attitude adjustment while Cena's on the outside, and then Jey Uso gets free inside the ring. At this point, I thought some more stuff was gonna happen. Push Cena. I was like, that's how exactly my reaction I have right now. When Jey Uso pushed Cena and Cena's just like, I'm like, oh my god, Jey Uso won? Did not expect that at all. Like if you had that on my bingo card, I wouldn't have picked. I wouldn't have picked Jey Uso. I would have picked Roman. Cena definitely winning. The Rock coming back and somehow winning. I did not have Jey Uso winning the Rock. But when he won, I was fucking excited. I was down since day. I was doing this. I saw the whole crowd doing the fucking yeet, yeet, yeet with Jey Uso as he won. I was like, I didn't expect it, and it was a shock, and I fucking love it. And Jey Uso going to get his main event at WrestleMania for the championship against Gunther. Let's fucking go. Let's see what they do. Main event Jey Uso. People gonna show up. Now people are like, man, like, why did Jey Uso win? Don't you want somebody different? Because you expected Cena to win. Cena didn't win. Now Jey Uso got it. See, fuck the internet. We ain't even listening to the internet. Because when I was at the Rumble and I saw all the people doing this with Jey Uso after he won, I'm like, the internet's just a bunch of little fucking keyboard warriors. The internet wrestling community. There's a bunch of bullshit. Fuck them. No, they don't matter. There's like a small percentage. When I'm out there in the fucking Lucas Oil Field and I'm seeing everybody going yeet, yeet after Jey Uso win, I know they were excited for that and they're ready for this. When people talk shit on the internet, that's a small minority talking shit on the internet. It is. So like, congratulations to fucking Jey Uso. You the fucking earned it. You fucking deserve it. Go on, get your WrestleMania, get your moment, get that championship, and let's fucking go. Let's get a run. Let's get a run. I fucking awesome. The Uso twins, the Uso brothers, especially when they were attacked. Woo, when they first came there, they were woo, bro. They've been doing the thing, and now main event Jey Uso. Let's go. It's time. Let's give it to him. Let's end it. I'm assuming night one, which is fine. It's okay. People, let's just enjoy the moment. Let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it. Main event Jey Uso, boy. Congratulations, boy. We here, bro. We here. We here. We fucking here, bro. I'm in the car. I made myself a drink. We here. I mean, we're to the end, baby. We're to the end. But hold on. Fuck it. We're gonna go right into it. Ain't no break. We don't take no break. Let's go. But I wanna. That was my thoughts on the Rumble. Let's move on. Let's get into the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Tomorrow, I am going to be on the radio with Kramer. Saturdays with Kramer on 16. Tomorrow is going to be kind of a busy day because I'm going to be on the radio with Kramer on the radio station on 90, which is at the Odyssey studio where 96.5 The Fan records at and is home of the Chiefs radio network. But I'm going to be on his show. It's in It is. Fuck, I'm trying to find. It's a show, but it's on the AM station. I want to say it's 1660 AM, but it could be 1680. I'm not really sure right now. But I'm gonna be on there tomorrow on the radio at 10 o'clock. Me and Mighty Micah, let's fucking go. There we go. Yeah, 1660 AM. So if you got the Odyssey app, or if you're listening in town, I'm gonna be on Kramer Saturdays with Kramer on 1660 AM. That's the station. So if you find it on the Odyssey app, you look for Saturdays with Kramer. My guy, he's got his own radio station. He does commentary for Fountain City Pro in Kansas City. He's my guy. I've been on his show twice. So me and Mighty Micah, that's a wrestler. If you don't know who Mighty Micah is, I advise you to look him up. Oh, great guy. Great wrestler. Thumbs up. Right. The thumbs. Fucking Mighty Micah. Me and him are gonna be on tomorrow on Kramer Saturdays with Kramer on 1660 AM. We're gonna be on the 10 o'clock hour for the full hour. So if you got time, listen to it on the radio, on AM, on the AM station, or you can also listen to it on the Odyssey app. We're gonna be on there. I think we're gonna talk probably the Chiefs. I looked over the script for what we're talking about tomorrow when we go on. So we're gonna talk some Chiefs. We're gonna talk some other things. It's gonna be a great time. I'm excited to go back on there. I've been on there twice, but now we get to go on for a full hour. So tomorrow, Saturdays with Kramer, 1660 AM, 10 o'clock Central Time. You can listen on the radio if you're in Kansas City. If you're not and you listen to this, download the Odyssey app and find Saturdays with Kramer tomorrow. His show is on from 9 to 11, but we're going to be on the second hour. But listen to the full show. Kramer's always putting it down. In the future, Kramer is going to be like he's going to have his own show like during the week. Like, let's just be real. Okay? But we're going to move on to the Super Bowl. I ain't really going to keep it too much longer. Super Bowl. We got Chiefs versus Eagles. Chiefs versus Eagles. I'm hyped. Let's go. I'm just gonna give my keys to victory for the Chiefs, what they need to do, and then give my final score prediction. I'm gonna get out your hair because we got to go, baby. We got to go. You gotta get out of here. You're like, I appreciate you, but you need to go do something else right now. You probably been listening to me a little bit too long, but I'm here for it. We here for it, baby. Let's fucking go. But we got the Chiefs versus Eagles this Sunday. 2 more sleeps for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. It's gonna be a great matchup. Well, we got the Chiefs wearing the white jerseys. I love the white on white, the white jerseys with the white pants. I love it. So we got the Eagles in the green jerseys, got the Chiefs in the white jerseys. Because I think the last time they played, the Chiefs had I think they had red. Did the Eagles have white? I'm pretty sure they had to have white. I did have green. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs had red. I don't remember what the Eagles had. It don't matter. I love the white. I love the white jerseys. Especially with white pants. I know they're gonna have red pants, but if they would have went full white on white, woo, I love that look. I love it. But here's my keys to victory for the Chiefs. The offensive line. This is a good defense. They gotta hold up. They just gotta give Mahomes time to sit in the pocket and do his thing. Like, just give him time to scan the field, read it. If he needs to escape, he can escape, but then just get him to do his thing. Like, I think they did a fucking fabulous job in the Texas game, in the Buffalo game. They're able to keep him upright. If we can keep Mahomes clean pocket, he's gonna pick apart the team. He's gonna pick apart the Eagles. And then if he has time, and then if he needs to, he'll make the plays. Scrambling, make those off-schedule throws, off-schedule plays. So we got to keep Mahomes clean pocket. We got to be physical at the point of attack in running the ball. I think we got to be balanced. So we got to be able to run the ball. We got to be able to get positive yards. I think in this game you got to go with Kareem Hunt. I fucking love Pacheco, but at this point you've got a lot with Kareem Hunt, and then I would use Pacheco as like a spell running back to come in there and get carries. You can alternate, but I think if you're running the ball 25 times, I think Kareem Hunt should get like 17 to 20 of those carries. And then you give the rest to Pacheco, and then you put in Samaje Perine in passing situations like that. And you could also put Kareem Hunt and fucking Pacheco in the pass. Like, all 3 of them can work in the pass game. But if you're running the ball 25 times, I think like Kareem Hunt should have like 17 to 20 of those carries. I just think he's been the workhorse, and I think he's made a real difference in this offense of making us balance and being able to run the ball. And that's not a knock on Pacheco. He might not be fully healthy, and that's okay. That's fine. And I think Pacheco's okay with that because he just wants to win. And when his number's called, he's gonna go do his thing, right? But I think you got to go with Kareem Hunt and running the ball. I think you got to establish a run. Beat him at the line of scrimmage. Show them that we're going to come out and we're going to fucking pound this ball. And then when you start creeping up for a run, we're going to play action. But I think if you're running the ball, it's got to go to Kareem Hunt. It's a clean pocket from Mahomes. Running the ball, let's go with what got you here, which was Hunt. And that's not a knock to Pacheco, like I said, because, he got hurt. And we went out and got Hunt in week 4. And he's been doing the damn thing ever since. Especially in, like, short yardage situations. So, you got to find that balance. But I think a majority of the carries got to go to Kareem Hunt. I'm just going, this is offensively right now, keys to victory. Offensively. So, clean pocket, Mahomes. Majority of the carries to Hunt. I think in this game, offensively, there has to be that one person that just goes off that you don't expect. And I'm not talking about Kelsey or Worthy or Hollywood Brown. Maybe it could be DeAndre Hopkins in this game just goes fucking off. Or maybe it could be like Noah Gray. Or it could be Samaje Perine making some plays. It could be Juju Smith-Schuster. It could be Watson. But I think you gotta have somebody that they're not expecting. I don't know if you can put DeAndre Hopkins in that. I think you kind of can because he just hasn't had those type of plays yet in the playoffs. And I really think this is the game. that DeAndre Hopkins just goes off. Like you didn't see it right really throughout the regular season. He's still trying to get accustomed to the offense. You really didn't see it in the playoffs. The last two playoff games against the Texans and the Bills. So I think this might be it. Because the last two playoff games, Texans and Bills, you saw Travis Kelce go off. You saw Juju get his. You saw Hollywood Brown get some. You saw Xavier Worthy. This could be the game. This could be the game where you need that somebody else to go off, and I think it could be anybody. You just need that one person to like unexpectedly be like, damn, where the fuck did he come from? And I think that person could be DeAndre Hopkins. I really do. I think this is the game. They're just gonna let him loose, and the Eagles are not gonna expect it at all. They're gonna be preparing for Travis Kelce. Stop Travis Kelce. Try to fucking stop Xavier Worthy, and figure a way to slow down. But then you're gonna watch fucking Hopkins just go off for like a $120 in like 2 tubs and on like 8 catches. And they're gonna be like, where the fuck did that come from? Hey, did we forget about they held that guy? I'm telling you what, I think DeAndre Hopkins is the key. I think he's gonna go off this game. I think that's the unknown factor. Like you're gonna have somebody to step up that you're not expecting because you expect it from Kelsey. Now you expect it from Worthy. You expect it from Hollywood. You expect it from Pacheco now, and Hunt, and even you expect it from Mahomes. But you're gonna expect that one guy that hasn't really done anything in the playoffs, right? And watch DeAndre Hopkins just go fucking berserk, and they're gonna go be like, guys, what are we doing? The Eagles are gonna be just fucking shell shocked when they prepared for this, and then all of a sudden you see DeAndre Hopkins getting like 12 targets, and he has like 8 catches for $120 and like a touchdown, or maybe even 2 touchdowns, and you're gonna be like, huh? Is it what? Exactly. I think that's my dark horse. DeAndre Hopkins is the dark horse. There's going to be a dark horse. There has to be. And then I think it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins. So we got those on more. Don't turn the ball over. Score touchdowns in the red zone. Those 5 things you got to do on offense. Clean pocket. Majority of the carries to Hunt. Dark horse, DeAndre Hopkins. Don't turn the ball over. Score touchdowns in the red zone. Those 5 things, you'll be fucking peachy on fucking offense. Defensively, slow down Saquon Barkley. Slow down Saquon Barkley. Don't let him get these big chunk runs, like 40, 50-yard runs. You can't have that. If the Eagles are gonna win this game, make Jalen Hurts beat you. Make Jalen Hurts beat you. Don't let it be Saquon Barkley. Don't let it be their number one offensive weapon. And I think they'll be ready. Just slow him down. Don't let him break off big chunk runs. 20, 30, 40, 50 yards. You can't let that happen. Because if you let him go off and he's rushing for over 100 yards, it's not going to look good. You can still win the game. Like, this is football. Just because one player does it doesn't mean they're going to win automatically, but it was a good chance. So just slow him down. You're never going to fully stop somebody. I mean, you can. It happens. I've seen it happen. I've seen the Chiefs defense do it to Derrick Henry before in the playoffs. So it could happen. Just slow him down. Like, get him in 2nd and 3rd and longs, right? So you slow down Saquon Barkley. You get the Eagles in 2nd and 3rd and longs, especially 3rd and long. Because anything 3rd and like 2, 3rd and 1, they're running tush push. They're getting first down. You can't let them have any 4th downs that are like 4th and 1. Tush push. They're getting the first down. That thing is hard to fucking stop. Get them in long down and distance on 3rd down and 2nd down. Minimize their first down game. So where it's like, okay, 2nd down, you got to pass. And now 3rd and long, you got to pass. Don't let them get into opportunities where they can run and tush push. Hold them in the red zone and create some turnovers. Create turnovers. Make Jalen Hurts beat you. Make him beat you. You know, we'll put pressure on Jalen Hurts. You make Jalen Hurts beat you. You slow down Saquon Barkley. You get them in 3rd and long, 2nd and longs to where they can't run the tush push. You create turnovers. You got to create a turnover or 2. And you hold them in the red zone. Hold them to field goals. If anything, hold them to field goals. Don't let them score touchdowns. So those are really my, I'm going to say, 5 keys to victory on offense, 5 keys to victory on defense for the Chiefs to complete this three-peat and get this dub. Like at the end of the day, I don't care how it looks. Just get the win. Get the fucking win. It really don't matter. At this point, it don't matter. Just get the fucking win. But I'm here for it. Let's go. I'm excited. I know the players are ready. I mean, you have a lot of people on this team that's been there and they know how to get through this type of week. So I'm not worried about that. It's just go in there and just play your brand of football. That's all they got to do, and they know that. And this has been the goal since the fucking parade last year. Even since the fucking end of the fucking Super Bowl when they were celebrating. It's like, let's go get this three-peat. And then they fucking said it out loud at the parade again. Let's go get this three-peat. That's been the goal. I don't think there's any added pressure. They want this. This is what they want. They set this goal and they're gonna fucking go do accomplish it. And I think they're gonna accomplish it. It's gonna be a tough game. Absolutely. It's gonna be a blowout like I had in Madden yesterday? No. I don't expect a blowout. I expect a close game. Why? Because the Eagles are a good fucking team. Just like last week, the Bills were a good fucking team. It's going to be a close game. But at the end of it, the Chiefs are going to come out on top. What I got? Let's go. 31-24. 31-24 Chiefs. I think if the Chiefs get 30, it's over. It's over. If the Chiefs score 30, it's over. Let's go. 31-24 Chiefs. Yeah, 31-24. I think they're going to score. Yeah, I'm going, at one point, it's going to be 28-24. Chiefs are going to kick a field goal. They're going to go up 31-24. And then they're going to hold the Eagles. And that's what's going to happen. I'm going 31-24 Chiefs. I think the Eagles get a touchdown to get it to 24. And then Chiefs go down. They get a field goal. We'll go up 31-24. And then the Eagles are trying to drive and they come up short. And then if I'm predicting it, I'm trying to figure out, like, do the Chiefs start out fast? I think they go down. Whenever their first possession is, I think they take it down the field and score right away. I think it's going to be close, back and forth. We get up to the fourth quarter, go up 31-24. I mean, at one point, I think they'll have the lead, 24-21. Chiefs score a touchdown. They go up 28-24. Eagles got punt. Chiefs go down, score a field goal, 24. Eagles get the ball back for final possession. They're unable to do anything, able to convert. Chiefs get the ball back, and they just run out the clock, and Chiefs complete three-peat. We get another one of these, baby. And then that means I get one as well. I'm excited. Because like I said, I got a part-time game day job with the Chiefs. It doesn't involve me traveling with them on away games or anything. It's literally a job that helps set up for player introductions. That's literally all it is. We're like stagehands to help set up for player introductions. Once player introductions are done, we take the equipment, get it unloaded, put it away, make sure everything's good to go, and then we're done, and we're able to enjoy the rest of the game. It's exciting. Exciting time. Exciting times to be a Chiefs fan. I mean, I've been a lifelong Chiefs fan. So don't come here and say, I'm a fucking fair weather fan, I'm a bandwagon fan. You better ask somebody. I've been a Chiefs fan for the time I was born. My parents had season tickets since '89. I've been going to Chiefs games for a long time. Now me and my wife had those season tickets. We took over those season tickets and paid for them. So now I also work part-time for the Chiefs. It's a great time to be a Chiefs fan. And we about to get that three-peat, baby. We here for it. Let's fucking go. 31-24 Chiefs. Let's fucking go. Let's get it. I'm fucking here. Let's fucking go. That's all I have for you for today. I know we here for a long while. This is one of my longest episodes. But I'm here for it. We here. And I thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Comment. Who you think's gonna win? Who you got in the Super Bowl this Sunday? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on the Royal Rumble. How you feel about Charlotte and Jey Uso winning Royal Rumbles? Don't forget to share the page. Don't forget to like the video. The more interactions we have, the more it can build, and we just keep building. Eventually, I think I know who my next guest is going to be. It's not like somebody big, like, come on. But somebody in wrestling. I give him he's another fellow referee. I think he'll probably be my next guest because he was asking when he's gonna come on the show. And I'm gonna have him on the show. I just gotta find out when. I gotta find a time he's available. Work around, find he's available. I think he'd probably be my next guest. You know who you are. You know he's a fellow zebra in the zebra stripe. But we here. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Much love to everybody. God bless. Let's go. We are one. Infinity Stone. Go Chiefs. With that said, I'm out. Peace. Let's go. Chiefs. I'll see y'all later. Listen, y'all don't see me next week. I'm either gonna be happy or sad. Maybe angry too if we lose. But hey, we gonna get it. I'm just ready for the game. Like I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but I feel good and I'm nervous. I'm all of it. I'm all bundled up. Let's go. I'm out. Let's get the fuck out.